B
Tier
Besties.
What's up, guys?
We've got another video.
Yes, another video, another tier list.
Today we're looking at months.
Yep. Everybody knows some months.
Yeah.
Everybody has opinions about months.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're going to express some of ours,
Yeah.
And,
at the end of the day, everyone's going to have their favorite months. A lot of the times it'll be what month has their birthday in it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to acknowledge my bias here.
yeah, there is some bias in the birthdays.
Stuff like that.
I mean, holidays are part of it, obviously.
Yeah.
Weather, all sorts of factors.
Mm-hmm. Also, before we get started,
Yes.
Starting with this video, we'll have in the description a Google form where you can submit tier list ideas. So go check it out if you want.
Yeah, feel free to submit any ideas you have for us because we would love to hear, we'd love to make videos that you want to see. So feel free to do that. All right, should we begin?
Yeah.
Okay, starting with January.
So January is my favorite month.
Okay.
So I admit that
already-
January is miserable.
This is already off to a very interesting start.
So January is a miserable month. I agree with that. My birthday's in it. In fact, it's my birthday today as we are recording this video.
Yes, happy birthday, Dylan.
Yeah. But
So your birthday's the last day of January.
exactly.
So if your birthday was the first day of February, what would be your favorite month? Like, how much does your birthday play an impact? Like, if your birthday was one day later,
It's
is
hard to say.
February.
It's hard
Like,
to
what do
say.
you like about January?
To January, so the thing is, it's the start of the new year. The start of the new year is always exciting because there's it feels like a brand new start.
Yeah.
The snow can be fun. I do think the snow in the end of the year, like November, December snow or whatever, is more fun because then it's new. You haven't gotten it in a while. Whereas January is starting to get old.
Yeah.
We're currently in Minnesota, so snow is more of a constant. It's possible in other places. It might be the first snow of the year in January.
Yeah. Yeah. January. January is usually the coldest month, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I prefer the cold over the really hot.
Yeah, for
because
sure.
you can always throw on more layers. At a certain point, you can't take more layers off. I don't like being that vulnerable too. I don't like wearing very revealing clothing. So I don't even want to take a lot of those I always want to have a t-shirt on.
Yeah.
So the fact that it is slightly colder, I sort of appreciate that.
I like January, but I don't like it that much. In my opinion, January is a pretty classic C or B.
The thing is though, I do say New Year's is a lot of fun. I like it starting the year fresh. However, from a specific holiday perspective, New Year's Eve is just better than New Year's Day.
Yeah, New Year's Day.
Nothing I feel often on New Year's Day I feel bad because I feel like I should be doing something fun, but I end up just doing nothing because school's out of session usually, and so regardless of it's middle school or college, and so I'm sort of just I often don't have too much going on, which makes the year start off kind of weird as well.
Yeah, and January doesn't have many holidays either in general.
Yeah, so it is.
Is it really your favorite month?
I'm biased. I don't think statistically if you go by the facts, I don't think it's the best month.
Yeah.
So I want to say B though. It doesn't have any fun holidays. It's it's cold and cozy.
Yeah, Martin Luther King Day.
Yep, that's in there.
Yeah.
New Year's Day's in there. What other holidays are there?
That might be it.
We also, if you want, you could pull up holidays there, or we could just go by mine. If you can't remember them, are they important?
No, that's definitely all for January. For months like June, maybe I'll need some help.
Okay, so.
But yeah, I guess B is fine.
Yeah. For February though, I have a little gripe with it. It's so short.
It's not that short.
Because why
it's
does
2 days shorter?
Why can't just one of the neighboring months just give it a hand, give it an extra day?
Yeah, each give 30.
Yeah, it makes more sense. It's inconsistent with everything else. As Valentine's Day, but I don't really care about Valentine's Day. I've never been in a relationship, so I've never been and when you're in elementary school and Valentine's Day, everyone gives each other a little card.
That's pretty fun.
It's pretty fun, but also I don't know. It's not the most exciting activity.
No, I'm not a big fan of February either.
It's just it's still cold. But like now you've been dealing with the cold for a while, and so it's getting kind of old.
Yeah.
So like I'd say it's like C or D tier in my mind.
I would say it's C.
Like I'm down with that.
I do like it's slightly warmer. And that's a pretty picture they have there.
That is a pretty picture.
But yeah, I don't agree with the short opinion. I don't think that really brings it down in my book. But it's just kind of boring.
Yeah.
There's not much to do in February.
No, not really.
Yeah.
No,
March.
Getting slightly warmer. You got Groundhog's Day. Is that February or March?
That's definitely February.
But like it depends. It changes March because like if the groundhog comes up or it comes down, it depends when spring starts, right?
Yeah, it doesn't change the Groundhog's Day though.
No, but like when the spring start in February, does it start in March? Doesn't that?
Yeah, that is the thing. It doesn't make much sense though, because Groundhog's Day is like the 2nd of February.
Okay, well I don't know enough about spring, so
yeah. I'm a fan of March, but not. I mean, I'm okay with all of the months. There's not a month I really hate that I can. Actually, there is, but we'll get to it. For March though, I think it has to be above February.
I'm okay with that.
But I would put it in C.
What holidays does it have? It has Easter sometimes.
St. Patrick's Day. Easter sometimes.
I'm not a big Easter person though.
Really?
No
Easter egg hunt?
I used to do that. But like,
those are so much fun.
I don't know.
But Easter could be April though. It usually is April.
Yeah.
I don't think it's.
It can be March, right?
Like, not often.
Okay. Well, again, not a big Easter fan.
Yeah.
Easter's a bad. If we ever do holidays, I think I'm gonna vouch for Easter being bad because it's so inconsistent when it is that like I don't know like it's hard to just like plan for or memorize or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, you're good with dates, so that you probably don't have that problem.
No, not too much, but.
I'm okay with above February.
Yeah, in C. I still think January's way too high, but just for your birthday, we'll leave it. The fact that it is your birthday, not because it has your birthday. April.
April has April Fool's Day. What are your opinions on April Fool's Day?
I like how I'm just seeing my approach is primarily weather, whereas it seems like you're like picking out holidays.
I mean, that's the memorable parts that make it consistent.
I think the weather is consistent. Like
sure. Well,
for me, April is better than March.
I agree. I think weather-wise, I do like the cold weather, don't get me wrong. But spring, the transition from like the cold to like the warm is really pretty. It's good weather, both in like, it's not too cold, not too hot, like in both the spring and the fall.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of love that. Now suddenly everything is like blooming and stuff. Like you gotta love April. Plus it has April Fool's Day, which is like, it's like not interesting. And then everyone just goes around and it's like, haha, I'm your father, haha, April Fools.
Yeah.
But like, it's fun, it's wacky. I don't know. April is just like, it's there. I like it. I think it's a good not a good holiday. It's a good month. I think it's similar to May though. I don't really see them as that different.
Similar to May. Okay. Well, I would put April in B.
I could do that above January. Do you think?
Yeah.
Whoops.
Because it has more going on.
So the thing about May though is that
it gets hot though.
It gets hot. It has a lot in common with April,
but it gets a little prettier.
It gets prettier. At the same time, when you're not in a semester system or like a trimester system or whatever, like I'm saying, like when you're in middle school or whatever.
Sure.
This is the end of the year, and so you're starting to get
a lot. For me, it's always been June.
Yeah, but like you're getting up to there though.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and so your classes are ramping up. Things are starting to matter.
Yes.
Which is like can be stressful.
Yeah, but not in middle school.
Like early high school in general.
High school, I loved May. High school, I thought May was cool.
I always thought that May and June, like the stress was just getting a little too high at the end.
In college, I like May though too. It gets up there. May is like, yeah.
I suppose you're right that like, I don't know, May is kind of enjoyable. Like weather-wise,
it's enjoyable.
You're finally able to like in college because we go the place so cold. You could easily just like start to go outside and do outside activities again, which is really enjoyable.
It also starts to get humid though.
Yeah.
And like in the southern United States, that's pretty bad. Although the southern United States, they don't have a lot of seasons in general.
Yeah.
It's just kind of hot for like 9 months of the year.
And also, the bugs haven't really come out yet in May yet.
That's
like, if you're talking about like mosquitoes and stuff, they could be really annoying in the fall. That has similar temperatures, but in May, you're not gonna have to deal with all the bugs. So it's like the prime time to do stuff outside, assuming it's not raining.
Yeah. And for reference, we've both lived in Minnesota and Oregon.
Yeah.
So a lot of our opinions will probably be based on
Those two.
those weather experiences and those just general month experiences.
Yeah.
I'm torn between putting it below or above April because I agree that they're close.
I'm willing to put it in May even. I mean.
No, I think they're very similar.
I'd say then probably above April.
Okay.
Like you're still like the weather's gonna be slightly better.
Okay.
June. It's when you got finals. It's when you got
For some.
the beginning of summer.
Yeah, it is the beginning of summer usually.
It's getting too hot.
It's not.
It's not too hot yet.
It's not the most hot.
Yeah, but it's getting there. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. June. I think it is hot. But it's summer. The start of summer is always nice.
The start of summer is always nice. It's like you finally get a break.
You finally get
assuming
a break.
You're in college or something.
Yeah,
and like you might not get a break from everything, but you'll get a break from classes for a little bit.
Yeah, and even if you're working, there's something nice about the summer.
Yeah.
I'm torn. These are hard.
Yeah. I feel we're gonna get a lot of mid tiers in this one.
Yeah.
Not
What do you
many,
what do you
S's.
think?
I think June. It's hard to say. I feel like I don't have too many like really strong month opinions. I have a few that we'll get up to, but like these early months.
Yeah, I agree. These early months, I also don't have many strong opinions. For June, I would say it's in B.
I'd say it's in B. I'd bottom of B even.
Yeah, I could
like
go
January.
below January just because of your birthday again.
Okay, so
I would personally rate it above.
So I have some hot takes about July and August.
Ooh, hot takes.
So,
get it?
Yeah, hot.
All right, so should we rank these together?
Well, we can start with July and then we'll get to August afterwards.
Sure. Okay.
So first of all, 4th of July just isn't an exciting holiday. We didn't need to stay on that for too long, but that doesn't give me any points for July. At this point, it's too hot, like to do things outside. Not as hot as August, but still too hot. And the worst part is, I'm starting to, and this is where the hot take comes in. I'm starting to get bored of summer. I started want classes to come back.
Oh, that's a very hot take.
So like,
One that
especially
I
once
do
we get to
not agree
August.
with.
Once we get to August, I'm like, let's just get back to the school grind.
What?
Yeah, consistently.
God.
So like July and August, like June is exciting. You just got the summer. You're just doing summer things. July, you're starting to get a little bit sick of it.
That could not be me. But I don't really think about school in these months. For me, that's like September.
Yeah, so like July and August to me are like potentially the worst months.
I agree with one of those, but for July, I think July is. I do think it's worse than June, but I would say like top of C.
Okay. So we only got B and C here so far.
So far, but
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready for August.
We're ready for August.
August, I'm giving an F.
Okay, let's do it.
I do think August is the worst month out of the entire calendar.
What does August have going? Nothing.
It's a very hot month. It doesn't have much going. You have to go back to school soon.
Or alternatively for
Or
me, you're not back at school soon.
Yeah. Or
So like,
that.
regardless of if you want it to happen, it's bad either way.
Yeah. People start school in August too.
Yeah, which also sucks.
Yeah.
You never want to start, like, even though I'm saying I want to go back to school sooner, you don't want to start school in August. It always feels bad when the start date isn't September. So like, that's not even good.
But some schools end in May and start in
Yeah,
like
and that just
mid-August.
That's
yeah.
so bad.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, August just it has like a depressing feeling.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just not as good as the other summer months.
It's
like
not.
there's just a it's just I mean, yeah, we're definitely offering the student's perspective here. But it's just, you know, you have the school just looming over you. I mean, for you can't wait to get back to school, which I don't understand. But I don't know, in general, it's just not a very good month. Shout out to my brother though. His birthday's in August.
Yeah.
But there's no holiday in August. I think August is the one month without a holiday.
It probably has a holiday.
I'm gonna Google it.
I mean, like all the month, like a national holiday.
Yeah. Okay, so apparently August to March and April don't have a federal holiday, but April has April Fool's Day and Easter sometimes, and March has Easter sometimes and St. Patrick's Day. So August is the only one without anything I can think of. I mean, let us know if that's wrong, but I'm pretty sure that August is one of the only months that just has nothing.
Yeah. August also just like, I don't know. I don't vibe with it.
Yeah, I feel like we've trashed August enough.
Yeah.
Hopefully we've justified it. Sorry if your birthday's in August. but you know.
Now we're getting to September. September.
September.
And I think it's really weird because usually, as you can see, if you follow a line, you go January, February, like March, April, May, June, July. A lot of the ones like are near their neighboring months. I think August and September
are pretty far apart.
Pretty far apart.
Yeah, of course, because August is the worst.
Yeah, but September is like.
September's pretty good.
It's like one of the better months. Because the thing
is, one of the better months.
September is starting to get cooler, which is nice. So like you can stay on the outside again, and
starting
also
to get cooler. Oh sure, yeah, but like not. It's still not cold.
No, but like it's manageable.
60s and 70s,
which is good.
Is nice, yeah.
And when you're back in classes, especially like looking at this from like a high school and earlier perspective, your classes are still really easy. You're not doing anything yet.
Yeah.
So you're not stressed about anything. So it's really like a really stress-free month, in my opinion.
Yeah, for school it's not too hard
yet. And that's the case in college too. But like because like we have like 3 terms, you can make the argument for January and for April as well.
Yeah.
We're on a trimester system.
Yeah. But no, I think September is. Yeah. I definitely think it's A tier.
I think it's A tier too. I think
it's September's a good month. The school thing isn't great for me because I don't love going back to school. Never have. But once you're there,
school isn't that bad though in September.
Yeah, but in college it's not great.
That's true.
By like week 2, but once you get to like later September, you're starting to get into it more, and it's not as bad. Yeah. But like the first days of September are usually pretty stressful, so I wouldn't put it in S.
Yeah.
But I do think that's a good ranking.
Next,
now we have October. So my birthday is in October. And I honestly don't think that affects my opinion of it much. But for some context here, my favorite season is fall. And October is peak fall. Peak fall colors. I mean, October to November is kind of peak fall. But October has very pretty colors, like 60 degrees, 50 degrees. A breezy, nice fall day you can get in October.
Yeah.
For me, it's my second favorite month. I would say it's better than September.
I agree with basically everything you said there. My brother's birthday, also October.
Oh, cool.
But
I honestly don't even think that changes that much for me.
Yeah.
Like, maybe there's some element of like, ooh, it's my birthday month. But I think, for the most part, just like the weather and what holidays are. I mean, Halloween's pretty cool.
I'm not a huge holiday person, but like still. That being said, like it's still like it's the end of the month. It's still like a fun thing. Like I've been getting more into Halloween costumes lately.
Yeah.
Because like it's fun to make something yourself. So like I last year, like this previous year I did Wordle. I was Wordle. The previous year I made a YouTube. So I had a shirt with a bunch of QR codes on it.
Wow.
And you like. They're all YouTube videos when you scan them. So like it's actually kind of fun being creative there.
Yeah. I agree. And what's your favorite season?
Split between fall and spring.
Okay.
Actually, winter's pretty good. I don't know. I think they're all sort of tied for me. I'm not a big summer person.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not that big of a summer person. Just weather-wise.
Yeah.
I like the time off. So yeah, overall, October. What do you think? S, A?
I think it's still A. I don't think it's S. Maybe we'll move it to S.
We might move it to S. Definitely top of A. I don't know. Okay. November. What are your thoughts on November?
I like November. I do think that, like, what holidays is that? It has, like, Thanksgiving.
It has Thanksgiving. It has Veterans Day.
Thanksgiving, I like... I'm not a huge Thanksgiving person, but I do like the gathering of, like, a bunch of family members and just, like, sort of, like it's good family vibes.
Yeah.
You know, like, Thanksgiving itself, like, I could take it or leave it, but, like, I really like... I like gathering together as a family and, like, often, like, the food, like it's a fun... opportunity, like just like to create some bonds and stuff.
Yeah,
that's nice.
It's a good. It's a good time. I'm a fan of Thanksgiving.
But like November itself, I don't know. It's not the most interesting.
I think it's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good too. I don't think it's interesting though.
Well, what month here is interesting?
But think about it this way: November, Nove.
Yeah.
It means 9, but it's the 11th month.
Yeah.
That's not
well.
good.
October means 8 and September.
Yeah, but I'm willing to give October a pass.
But it's
November
because, it's because of the Romans and Julius Caesar and Augustus.
I don't like it.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Here's a fun fact for you guys. July is named after Julius Caesar. Augustus. I mean, August is named after Augustus, both Roman prominent figures in Rome. So they originally had 10 months, you know, ending with December. And then they added those months, so, you know, it kind of threw everything off.
Huh.
But there's your fun fact of the day. I still think it's A.
I think it's A too. I think it's between October and September.
Yep. We're actually agreeing a lot on this list, which because these 4 months are the ones I would have said are the top.
Yeah. December, I think is the best month.
It's S for sure. And I think so many people in this world.
I like January more, like biased wise, but like December is probably better.
And I think a lot of people too would agree with that. Like, who doesn't love December? I mean, even if you don't celebrate Christmas or holidays like that, just like you get a lot of time off. It's generally pretty festive. Like, it's just a fun time.
Yeah.
Not festive as in like celebrating the holiday, but just like, you know, you're with people, usually with your family. You get time off.
Yeah.
Like,
and October through December, depending on where you live, you're gonna get your first snow potentially. So like the first snow in October, like in Minnesota, is a lot of fun. But like if we look at it from like a Oregon perspective, like that might not come until November or December.
Yeah.
And that's always really exciting when it happens.
Yeah.
Like the winter wonderland feel of like just like snow everywhere. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, getting that first snow is great.
And like you're not sick of the cold.
Exactly. At this point, the cold is fine, and that's something November has going for it too. It's not too cold yet, and then December, you know, you're starting to enjoy the cold, and it's not as cold as January.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, what do you think? Do you think October and December should be divided?
I guess I'm willing to put October up with December.
Yeah, I think I would.
In general, my month opinions aren't super strong.
Really? See, I have strong month opinions, but we agreed, so I didn't really have to. I really didn't have to pull much of it out.
Yeah.
This was like our most civil video.
Yeah.
We were agreeing with a lot. Besides January, for me, January would be in C.
But you're willing to put it up
willing to put it up in B.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a big summer fan, but I like the time off, and I like sometimes the weather, but it just gets to be too much.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even imagine living in a place like the southern United States, or like
that sounds terrible.
Somewhere where
I lived in California before I lived in Oregon.
I lived in Texas before I lived in Oregon.
Yeah, so
for 7 years, so I can't imagine that actually.
6 years, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So I can actually imagine living in the South, but it was hot, and the winters weren't very interesting. So this is definitely like a more northern United States list, but you know, that's fine, I think.
Although I think like June, July, and August are better if you solely view them from like a Oregon perspective compared to like the fact that like California, Texas, non-US places that are like more like equatorial or whatever, like the fact that they exist bring those down so much.
Yeah.
Because the moment you go to a warm place, although that's not even necessarily true. It's way too hot in Minnesota in the summer.
Yeah.
And you're in Minnesota.
Yeah, a lot of places, I think.
Like not Arizona.
Alaska, that would be fine.
Probably.
Yeah, but this is, it's like a general, generally it's hot. Some places are better. So this is just like it's a general tier list, you know?
Yeah.
So there we go. Let us know what you think about our tier list. What do you agree with? What do you disagree with?
And put some tier list ideas in the form down below.
Yes, feel free to do that. And yeah, I think that's it for us.
One last thought.
Sure.
If you submitted a thing for the random things tier list,
yes,
that video is coming either Friday or Saturday. So stay tuned.
Yeah, we have a random tier list video. It'll be interesting. It's a little experiment we're doing, but hopefully you guys will enjoy that when it comes out.
Yeah.
So, but thank you for watching this video, and I think that's it from us.
Okay. Besties tier
B. Bye.